Making your own homemade nasal saline spray couldn't be easier. It's also a great money saver, so it's something I highly recommend trying if you haven't already. In today's video, I'm going to answer the top 7 questions I hear the most about how to make homemade saline nasal spray. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Christine, and I'm a wellness chef and mom who loves a good DIY home remedy recipe. So the first question is, can I make my own saline nasal spray? Yes, you can very easily make homemade saline nasal spray yourself with just a few ingredients, which you probably already have on hand. All you need is some non-iodized salt like sea salt, some baking soda, and water, either distilled water or filtered water that has been boiled and cooled. The second question I hear a lot is, can I use table salt for a nasal spray? I don't recommend table salt as it may contain a preservative that can irritate your nasal passages. I do recommend using sea salt, kosher salt, or canning salt that's used for pickling. Himalayan pink salt would be fine to use as well. Question number 3. What is the best homemade saline solution? I see a lot of different ratios out there using these 3 ingredients. The ratio I use is for 1 cup of water, I add 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt and a pinch of baking soda. If you want to use more baking soda, you could always increase it to 1/4 teaspoon as well. This leads me to question number 4, which is why use baking soda in nasal rinse? Baking soda helps to open up the sinuses and decongest the nasal passages. This combination of salt, water, and baking soda helps to break up any congestion and increase airflow. Baking soda can also help to reduce inflammation in the nose. Question number 5. Are there any saline nasal spray side effects? Saline nasal spray is safe for regular use and generally does not have any side effects. But if you use too much at one time, it can cause a runny nose. Keep in mind that saline nasal spray is not medication, so while it helps to clean out your nose, it won't help reduce other symptoms you may have like watery eyes or itching. So using saline nasal spray is not a substitute for consulting your doctor if you have symptoms of allergies. Question number 6. Can you overuse saline nasal spray? Many people find that they can use homemade saline nasal spray on a regular basis once or twice a day without any issues. But as always, be sure to check with your healthcare provider to see what they recommend. Store-bought nasal sprays, on the other hand, especially those that contain steroids, can thin the tissues of the nose and cause nosebleeds if overused. So that's why I'm a fan of homemade saline nasal spray made with pure and gentle ingredients. Question number 7. What natural remedy clears sinuses? Obviously, my favorite way to clear sinuses is homemade nasal spray. But rather than relying on only one remedy, there are a few things to consider to keep your sinuses clear. What is your indoor environment like? We spend the majority of time indoors, so we want to maintain good air quality. I like to do this by avoiding chemical fragrances that are found in many air fresheners, fabric softeners, and candles. Choose personal care products, laundry detergents, and cleaning supplies that are either fragrance-free or those that are scented using pure essential oils. Also, using an air purifier is often helpful as well. In addition, it's worth finding out if there are any food sensitivities or pollen issues that might contribute to your nasal congestion. Sometimes an undiagnosed dairy or gluten allergy could play a role in sinus issues, and pollen is a common trigger for many people. So check with an allergist or your healthcare provider to find out if either certain foods or pollen are something you need to avoid. Another natural remedy to clear sinuses is to place a few drops of eucalyptus essential oil in some hot water and breathe in the vapors. The steam will help open up your nasal passages, and eucalyptus contains beneficial antioxidants. Also make sure that you're keeping hydrated to keep clear sinuses. Opt for warm or room temperature water and non-caffeine containing drinks. Minimize or avoid sugary beverages, alcohol, and icy cold drinks, as all of these can contribute to congestion. I hope you enjoyed hearing my answers to 7 questions about homemade nasal saline spray. If you have another question you'd like me to answer, be sure to leave it in the comments. Also, I'll link below my 2 other videos on how to make homemade nasal saline spray so you can watch the full tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.